if Nigeria continue to deny leadership to Igbo people, then this country will not move forward. Look at what the governors of this country are accumulating today. Yeah? In those days, we were hearing embezzlement of public funds in thousands, but today in billions. In billions. Probably, who knows, by tomorrow it will reach trillions of naira.
Nzogu's coup speech was talking about those who collect 10%.
10%.
Good for nothing VIP.
Yes.
And they got angry and struck.
Yeah, they struck. They struck.
What do you see if this continues?
Well, to me, there are two options here to take. One could be Nigeria. We have to decide. We don't want any revolution like Nzogu anymore. We have to decide to give leadership. We have to shift the leadership to the southeast. Leadership must be shifted to the southeast because the injustice is too glaring for everyone to see. Before we went to the war, we were having 3 regions. Igbo people were one of the largest regions, ethnic race in Nigeria, Yoruba and Hausa. But look at the leadership role. The North have taken their fair share. Enough. The West have taken their fair share. Why? Can Nigeria believe in Igbo leadership? And I'm saying it here. I want you to record it. Because maybe probably I will not be alive tomorrow because of my age. I'm saying here now that if Nigeria continue to deny leadership to Igbo people, then this country will not move forward.
One thing I've realized in this country is that we know the truth. We know good policies that will move this country forward. But we are too hypocritical to tell ourselves the truth. We are too docile to implement good policies that will move this country forward. Many people that are talking about patriotism are not patriotic to this country. They are patriotic to themselves. They are patriotic to their party. They are patriotic to their tribe. They want their party to be in power, irrespective if the country is moving forward. They want their tribe man to continue ruling, whether the country is going down the drain or not. I have always said it and I will keep saying it. Thank God that this man is echoing the same sentiments I've had for a very long time. If power is not given to an Igbo man, if an Igbo man is not allowed to rule this country, if Nigeria keep marginalizing the Igbo people, Nigeria is not going anywhere. Nigeria will not move forward. Nigeria will not progress. Nigeria is a country of multicultural, multi-ethnicity, and multi-religious people. When you have a multi-complex nation like Nigeria, nature demands that you treat everyone equally. You give everyone the fair share of the nation's resources. Nigeria is not the only multi-complex and multicultural nation on earth. There are many other nations that share the same similarities with Nigeria, but they found a way to embrace themselves. They found a way to embrace their diversity. They found a way to be united. They found a way to live together. In situations where they could not live together, many nations have gone their separate ways. Even after fighting a very brutal war, they still went their separate ways and they still coexist. Some of them decide to remain together and live as one. But it's a different situation in Nigeria. Nigeria fought a 3 years brutal war. The cause of that war was marginalization. The Igbo people felt marginalized in Nigeria and they decided to go their separate ways. The Nigerian government unleashed war on them. Innocent children were killed in their millions. Properties were destroyed. The Igboland was balkanized. When the Igbo people were surrendering to the Nigerian government, Philip Effiong, the leader of the troops that went to surrender to the Nigerian government, said something. He told the Nigerian government to treat the Igbo people equally. They told the Nigerian government not to marginalize the Igbo people. That if they keep marginalizing the Igbo people, generation to come after will still demand for self-referendum. They will still demand to leave Nigeria if the problem that led to the war is not solved. The Nigerian government agreed to treat the Igbo people equally, but in that same vein, the money belonging to the Igbo people were taken away from them. Properties were taken away from the Igbo people. To date, the Igbo people are still being marginalized in Nigeria. The power sharing formula in this country has been shared in a way that an Igbo man finds it very difficult to have power at the center. Powers have been shared at the center between the Hausa Fulani and the Southwesterners, but yet Nigeria keep going backward. Nigeria keep going from bad to worse. Without mixing words, the people that have contributed to the destruction of Nigeria are the Hausa Fulani and the Yoruba people, because they've had a fair share, a larger share of the power sharing formula in this country, and they've used it to do absolutely nothing. Within themselves, they know that if an Igbo man becomes the president in this country, that Igbo man will do exceptionally well, because the burden of proof will be on that Igbo man. An Igbo man has never had opportunity to produce the president ever since Nigeria got independent. Nnamdi Azikiwe was a president general when Nigeria got her independence. As a president general, he was just a figurehead. Tafawa Balewa, who was a prime minister, was a person in charge. So an Igbo man knows that if power definitely falls to him, it will going to be a test of the Igbo character. It's going to be a test of the Igbo tribe. He will do everything possible to prove them wrong and make them know that indeed an Igbo man deserves to rule this country. When you look at Mr. P2B and the way he's going about his presidential ambition, you will see the zeal, you will see the determination, you will see the hunger to make a difference. Mr. P2B wants to be the standard politician in this country. That is the reason why he wants to become the president. He wants to leave an indelible mark in the history of this country that will never be erased by any politician. This is not just about trying to make a mark or to leave a legacy. It is about the Igbo contribution to the Nigerian economy. The Igbos are widely regarded as the backbone of Nigerian commerce. They dominate the market, they lead major industries, and they have built successful businesses that provide jobs for millions of Nigerians. Despite limited government support, the Igbo entrepreneurs have transformed cities like Lagos, Kano, and Abuja into economic hubs. Whenever you listen to Mr. P2B discussing about Nigerian economy, he always links it to his experience as a trader. As a trader, Mr. P2B has successfully built an empire. He has built wealth from nothing to something. If he can successfully do that as a trader, then he will successfully do that as a politician leading Nigeria economy. You saw what he did in Anambra State as a governor. Another aspect of an Igbo man that shows that Nigeria desperately needs an Igbo leadership is that they place a high premium value on education, and they've produced some of the Nigeria's finest scholars, scientists, and professionals. I will always use Mr. P2B as a case study because he's the only politician from the Igbo tribe right now that I can trust. Look at Mr. P2B. Look at the value he placed on education. As a governor, he revived the educational sector in Anambra State, taking Anambra State from 26 in WAEC to 1st in WAEC. The legacy he left in Anambra State educational sector is still being felt till today. Look at Nigeria educational sector. It's nothing to write home about. You need someone like Mr. P2B to revamp Nigeria educational sector. And Mr. P2B is so passionate about education. No country in the world will progress without education. Nigeria is not progressing because our education is dead. We need to invest in education. And out of all the politicians in this country, only Mr. P2B has concrete plans on how to revamp and revitalize Nigeria educational sector. So if you want Nigeria educational sector to be at par with the foreign counterpart, give Mr. P2B the leadership, make Mr. P2B the president, and you will see how our educational sector will be revamped. Like I said earlier, when you have a country like Nigeria that is multi-complex, multi-religious, multi-ethnicity, the principle of equity, justice, and fairness must be felt in that country. Denying the Igbo the presidency contradicts the principles of fairness and inclusion. Nigeria operating as a multi-ethnic nation, yet leadership is being concentrated among a few ethnic groups. This is dangerous. To foster national unity, All regions must have a fair chance at governance, not just the Igbos, but we are talking about the Igbo people today. The Igbo, having been sidelined for decades, deserve a shot at leading Nigeria. The Igbo leadership is synonymous with economic growth and pragmatism. If you are denying the Igbo man leadership, you are denying Nigeria of economic growth and pragmatism. Take a look at the economic problem that Nigeria is facing today: rising inflation, unemployment, and declining foreign investment. An Igbo president with a strong business background could introduce policies that drive industrialization, job creation, and technological advancement. Of course, when you look at Mr. Peter Obi, you can see that Mr. Peter Obi has the ability, the expertise, the acumen, the legacies, the antecedent to bring all of this to Nigeria. The Igbo culture values hard work and meritocracy. An Igbo man does not vote based on tribalism or because this person is my brother or this person is of the same faith with me. An Igbo man selects a leader based on the person's competence, based on the person's expertise, based on who can do the job. That is the reason why an Igbo man has been supporting a northerner ahead of his own brother. Why the other part of the country support a patronage system which has dominated the Nigerian politics. A patronage system that rewards someone because of how long the person has been in politics rather than what the person is going to offer to the Nigerian people. Look at what happened in the 2023 general election. They voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu because according to them, he has worked so much for the Nigerian politics. They do not care to put into consideration his expertise and what he's going to give to the Nigerian people. The Igbo leadership emphasizes productivity and innovation. An Igbo-led government is likely to prioritize efficiency, reduce corruption, and focus on result-driven governance. And this is what Mr. Peter Obi has been yearning for. This is the opportunity he's begging Nigerians to give him so that he can show Nigerians a new style of leadership. Denying an Igbo person leadership is not just a political issue, it is a moral issue. After decades of marginalization, electing an Igbo president will be a step towards healing historical wounds and fostering national reconciliation. A nation that excludes a vital component of its population can never achieve true peace and stability. If Nigeria truly wants peace and stability, if Nigeria truly wants prosperity, if Nigeria truly wants to move forward as a nation, they need to come together, unanimously agree to allow an Igbo man to become the president. The truth about it is an Igbo man do not even care of becoming the president. All an Igbo man wants is a working country, a country that works for everyone, irrespective of your tribe, religion, or social class. Therefore, for Nigeria to progress, Nigeria must dismantle these systemic barriers that is preventing the Igbo people from attaining national leadership. We must have a shift in mindset. Other ethnic groups must recognize that an Igbo presidency is not a threat, but an opportunity for progress. Ethnic-based politics should give way to competence-based leadership. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.